What if the killer walked free right under your nose? Real crime cases have shocked the world where justice was denied and murderers escaped punishment. From unseen evidence to witness silence. Mistaken identity to corrupt systems. These stories reveal how killers have outsmarted the law. You won't believe how close some killers came to getting away with murder! Stay tuned, because in this video, we uncover 7 chilling cases where the truth was hidden and justice failed. Don't miss out. Knowing these dark secrets could change how you see crime forever. Unseen evidence. In 1999, a shocking murder case shocked a small town in Texas. The victim, Jessica Hart, was found dead in her home. The main suspect was her neighbor, Mark Reynolds, who had a history of disputes with Jessica. Police arrested Mark quickly, believing the evidence was clear. But during the trial, critical evidence mysteriously disappeared. A key piece was a bloody glove found near the crime scene, but it was never shown in court. Without this glove, the prosecution's case became weak. Mark's defense lawyer argued there was no proof linking him directly to the murder. Witnesses who saw Mark near Jessica's house gave unclear statements. The jury was left with doubt. Because of the missing glove and lack of solid proof, Mark Reynolds was acquitted in 2001. Many believe the lost evidence was crucial and that Mark was guilty. But since then, he has walked free, his name cleared in the eyes of the law, even though the truth remains hidden. This case shows how unseen evidence can change the course of justice completely. Mistaken identity. In 2005, in Chicago, a brutal robbery turned deadly when David Morales was shot and killed outside a local store. The police arrested James Turner, a man who looked very similar to one of the suspects caught on security cameras. Despite James claiming innocence, the case against him was strong because witnesses said they saw him near the crime scene. However, the real problem was mistaken identity. The security footage was blurry, and the witnesses were unsure about the exact features of the attacker. It later came out that the real killer was Carlos Diaz, a known criminal who had fled the city. But Carlos's whereabouts were unknown, and he was never caught. James Turner spent months in jail awaiting trial. At the trial in 2007, new evidence showed that James had an alibi. He was at work when the crime happened. The jury realized that the police had arrested the wrong man because of the strong resemblance and rushed assumptions. In the end, James Turner was released, but the real killer Carlos Diaz walked free, still never brought to justice. This case is a heartbreaking example of how mistaken identity can let killers escape punishment while innocent people suffer. Lack of proof. In 2010, in New York City, the high-profile murder of Anna Lewis, a well-known journalist, shocked the public. Suspicion quickly fell on her ex-boyfriend, Michael Grant, due to their recent breakup and public arguments. Police arrested Michael, believing he had a motive. However, the case against Michael was based mostly on suspicion and hearsay. There was no physical evidence linking him to the crime scene. No fingerprints, no weapon found in his possession, and no clear witness testimony placed him at the scene during the time of the murder. Michael maintained his innocence throughout the investigation. The prosecution struggled to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that he was guilty. The defense lawyer highlighted these weaknesses and showed how the police had jumped to conclusions without solid proof. In 2012, the jury found Michael Grant not guilty due to lack of proof. Though many believed he might be guilty, the law required concrete evidence. Without it, Michael walked free. This case highlights how, even with strong suspicion, killers can escape justice if proof is missing. Witness silence. In 2013, in Detroit, a shocking case unfolded when Lisa Morgan was found murdered in her apartment. The prime suspect was her close friend, Tyrone Jackson, who had been seen arguing with her days before her death. Police were confident they had their man, but something strange happened during the investigation. Key witnesses refused to speak. Neighbors and friends who might have known more stayed silent, fearing retaliation or involvement. Without their testimonies, the case weakened. At the trial in 2015, the prosecution struggled to build a strong argument. No direct witnesses testified against Tyrone. The defense used this silence to their advantage, arguing there was no proof linking Tyrone to the crime. The jury was left uncertain. Because witnesses stayed quiet, Tyrone Jackson was acquitted. Many in the community believed the silence protected the real truth from coming out. This case shows how witness silence can protect killers and deny justice to victims. Corrupt system. In 2008, in New Orleans, a shocking murder case exposed deep flaws in the justice system. Maria Delgado, a young schoolteacher, was killed in a robbery gone wrong. The main suspect, Officer James Blake, a local police officer, was arrested based on eyewitness accounts and physical evidence. However, the case soon revealed corruption within the police department. Evidence that clearly implicated Officer Blake was mysteriously lost, and key witnesses suddenly changed their statements. Investigations showed that some officers were protecting Blake, their colleague, by hiding or destroying evidence. Despite public outrage, the trial ended in 2010 with Officer Blake being acquitted. The corrupt system allowed him to walk free, while Maria's family was left without justice. This case shocked the city and exposed how corruption inside law enforcement can let killers escape punishment and destroy faith in the legal system. Hidden motive. In 2011, in Seattle, the mysterious murder of Emily Saunders, a successful real estate agent, shocked the community. Emily was found dead in her luxury apartment, and suspicion immediately fell on her business partner, David Clark. The two had recent disagreements over a lucrative property deal, making David an obvious suspect. However, the true motive behind the murder remained hidden for years. During the initial investigation, police focused solely on David because of their public disputes, overlooking other potential leads. David claimed innocence and insisted that he had no reason to kill Emily. As the case went to trial in 2013, new evidence started to emerge. It was revealed that Emily was secretly involved in illegal dealings with a criminal gang. Her death was not about a business argument, but a cover-up to silence her before she could expose the gang's activities. The real killer was never caught, because the police had missed this hidden motive during their investigation. David Clark was acquitted due to lack of solid evidence, but the real killer remains free. The truth was buried under layers of deceit, and justice for Emily was never served. This case is a haunting reminder that when motives stay hidden, killers can escape, and the truth may never come to light. Justice denied. In 2012, in Atlanta, the brutal killing of Karen Mitchell shook the community. The prime suspect, Robert Evans, was a wealthy businessman with strong political connections. Despite strong evidence against him, including DNA found at the crime scene, the case took a shocking turn. Robert's lawyers used their influence to delay the trial and intimidate witnesses. Key evidence suddenly went missing, and some witnesses changed their testimonies under pressure. The court seemed to favor Robert due to his status and power. In 2014, Robert Evans was acquitted, walking free despite overwhelming suspicion. The public outcry was huge, but the justice system failed Karen. This case became a symbol of how money and power can deny justice, allowing killers to escape punishment and victims to remain unheard. If you want to uncover more shocking true crime stories, hit that subscribe button and join our community. What do you think is the biggest reason killers walk free? Is it the system, silence, or something else? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't miss our next video, the case that exposed a secret criminal network. Stay curious and stay safe.